Hi everyone, I'm back with you again. Sorry it has taken some time. I got busy with certain things, and then this war broke out. As most of you know, my children are in Kuwait, so I've been quite nervous about that. And so I must tell you what brought me to this forum again with you was this news clipping in the morning when I was reading the newspaper. Most of our children in this generation are growing up obese. According to the World Obesity Atlas, the top 10 countries alone account for over 200 million school children with high body mass index. Not only that, it is estimated that by 2040, more than 57 million children will show early signs of cardiovascular diseases, while over 43 million will show signs of hypertension. I'm sorry, instead of personality development, I'm, like stressing more on obesity and this problem, because I told you I was very disturbed when I read in the newspaper today that India is one of the 10 countries where a large number of children are obese. And immediately it came to my mind that you have to, from the beginning, make the children understand from what balanced diet is. That's very important. Most of the time, just to please their children, or when the food is not cooked at home, the Swiggy is there, Zomato is there, bringing food from the children decide. Also, very excited about going through the menu and Burger Kings and, Pizza Huts and things like that. And very excitedly, ice cream and drink and this thing and that thing, comes in, and everybody enjoys. Parents are happy because children are very happy, so everything is going on very well. But the problem is that because of these things happening, the children are becoming obese. There's no timings for, earlier on when we were growing up, there used to be a proper gap between the breakfast and lunch, and between lunch and dinner and all. These days there's no gap. Whenever, they just sitting in front of the TV, they will bring up a packet of chips and start munching. And, anytime, anything, anywhere, they will eat, without anybody telling them, or without, children will not realize. They think it's okay to be having it because nobody is putting any curb on it. Now, I'm sure you don't want your children to be obese and then land up with all sorts of cardiovascular problems and diabetes and cholesterol and hypertension and things like that. So please open your eyes and take note. You have to know yourself first. What is the balanced diet? And accordingly, you have to give that balanced diet to the child. In the house, everybody should be having that balanced diet for the child to understand what balanced diet is. That's very important. Now, in my opinion, what they should do, I am not saying that they should not have all these McDonald's and pizzas and everything from outside. But yes, if I were in their shoes, I would say, okay, one day for splurging. As some people call it, cheating. Okay, one day for cheating. That could be a weekend, Saturday, Sunday, you can fix a day, but just one day when the food comes from outside, whatever they want to have, they can order from there that day, but only one day in a week. Rest of the day, you have to be very careful about what they're eating, their breakfast, their lunch, their dinner, and the mothers have to choose the meals for them, which are, giving them enough vitamins and minerals required at their age and stage. What you see here is the picture of food pyramid. It has 4 layers. The bottommost layer is the broadest. Second layer is of fruits and salads. Third one is of protein rich food. And fourth layer is the narrowest, from which less quantity should form a part of your balanced food. So there are 4 layers of this pyramid, and one should know how much should be had from each layer to create a balanced meal. Now, first, the layer is the broadest, and this has good carbs. Carbs are very important for children because this gives them energy. Older people reduce carbs in their meals, but for little children, carbs are very important. So, the second layer is vegetables and fruits. Plenty of vegetables and fruits should make a part of your daily meals. Very important. So the third layer has most of it is proteins, which is meat, chicken, eggs, fish, and lentils, nuts, seeds, dry fruits. The topmost layer has oil, butter, ice creams, donuts, pastries, sweets, fried stuff, chips, biscuits, cookies, confectionery. So the smallest layer on top of the pyramid has maximum number of things which we all love and which, which are mouth-watering. But unfortunately, we have to have very little from this layer of the pyramid. I feel you should put this pyramid, the picture of the pyramid, in your kitchen and point out to them what are carbs and what you should have maximum, and this also you should have, this also, and the least of it should be from the top layer. Children should be aware, it'll be in their minds whenever they're out with their friends or at home or anywhere, even if you're not present with them, they will keep it in mind that this food, this snack in front of me comes from that category and I can have enough of it or not. You should know from the beginning that this comes from the fourth layer of the pyramid, so how much of it I should have, not much. And also we have to give them a habit that in between the meals, they should not be having a habit of having chips here and a drink there and a cola there and a Sprite here. No, they have to be very careful. You have to tell them about healthy habits in a child. And from the beginning, if they acquire healthy habits, these habits will carry on with them when they are adults, and even they will follow these with their children when they become parents. Thank you. I'll see you very soon now with all the tips about personality development in the children. See you soon.